Hello everyone, this is Latasha Blanton from the Real South Africa Travel and Tourism. And you're going to have the opportunity to travel with Phil Scott to
sunny South Africa. You guys are going to have the opportunity to come to Johannesburg, and you guys are going to be coming to Durban. And we're going to set it up perfectly. It's going to be like a luxury experience for you guys. At the same time, you're going to be getting some culture. And of course, you're going to get an opportunity to talk to Phil, hang out with Phil, and get his views on Africa and South Africa.
You're also going to get an opportunity to explore the lifestyles here that are available in South Africa. And we're going to do all that for you in an amazing 10 days. We do hope that you go to the website and book, because we do look forward to seeing you here.
Absolutely. Our website is therealsouthafrica.com. Go there, scroll down. You'll see a picture of Phil, and just go ahead and book there. So we'll see you here in what we like to call sunny South Africa.
If you've been watching the news within the last couple of months, and maybe even the last year or so, you've been hearing and seeing a lot about Black people doing smash and grabs all over the United States in all kinds of stores, right? Now, smash and grab is where you do just that, right? You kind of bust into the store and you might smash a glass or something to get some jewelry or something and take the stuff and run out without paying, right? So that's the premise of a smash and grab. But have y'all heard anything about the South American theft groups comprised of Chileans and Colombians? Well, I recently started hearing about it myself, although this has been a thing since the 1980s. All right, so let me try my best to describe what they do. So they'll go in usually to these high-end homes in the cover of night, right? And they're dressed all in black. You can't really see them. And they use these things, what they call jammers, to jam up the Wi-Fi. Because y'all know a lot of times people nowadays, their houses are monitored by Wi-Fi security systems, right? Using the internet, for those of y'all who are like, what? And so the criminals will take some sort of a device to jam up the Wi-Fi to, I guess, trip up the security so that it doesn't alert people that their houses are being broken into. Now, again, they try to do this when nobody is home. It says that their thing is not to be confrontational and run into homeowners. And so that's what they do. Now, again, it's nothing new, but there's been like this uptick as from what they're saying since like 2016. And they have these rings all over the United States. Now, let's go to somewhere in like California where they said that it's been made possible partially due to a bill that is their SB 54. It basically says that the state does not have to comply with federal authorities. So basically, if the feds say, hey, you know, we want information on your migrants or what's going on there with immigration, the state can say, no, we're not gonna tell you. Now, another reason that the Chileans, and they said also Colombians, are able to come into the United States and do what they're doing. Again, they're not citizens. They are flying in from Chile and Columbia via this Electronic System for Travel Authorization, or ESTA, has been referenced as having enabled this type of crime in the United States, as it grants virtually automatic 90-day visa waivers to member country citizens. So apparently Chileans and Colombians, they can apply for that. Again, it's automatically almost 90-day visa. So while they're in the States, they go about stealing from people, right? Usually it's high-end stuff. And they said it's not just houses, it's stores, it's cars, and wherever else high-end items may be. Now, this is typically what they are also comprised of. Unarmed burglars acquiring rental cars with false identities, using burner phones for communication between group members, targeting wealthy neighborhoods and homes, specifically empty homes, stealing watches, jewelry, frequently originating from Chile and sometimes Colombia. Due to the high success rate of the criminal networks, high bail is often paid quickly by associates and the subjects skip court. So again, because they are stealing things that are worth something, the people on the other side who they're working for, they're saying, oh, your bail is $100,000. Okay, we got it. Because, you know, it's typically 5 to 10% of the bail that has to be paid. And in some of these places, they don't even have to pay that, right? They get out on the OR, on recognizance or something like that. And so they get out, they either go back or they go back to committing more crimes. Well, it's also said that the criminals, they often, once they are saw on surveillance stealing from certain places like high-end homes, they're also seen packing the goods up and putting them in a van. So it's like, where are these goods going? Are they staying here in the States? Are they doing it for somebody in the States? Or are they shipping those things back home? Or are they pawning them and sending the money back? Like, what's going on, right? But again, you know, that is in part due to a lot of these lax immigration laws. Because you think about it, how many other people's country can you go to and say, I'm just going to stay for 90 days? Now, I know there's some, but they're not going to just let you just roam about, right? It's like, see you later. They kind of want to know what you're doing and all that other stuff. Like, what are you doing here? Because I've traveled and they want to like go over you with a fine tooth comb. What brings you here? Where are you staying? Who are you staying with, right? They want to know all of that. But over here, they get this automatic 90-day visa and it's like, deuces, we out and about. And they, you know, wreaking havoc all over the place. But I thought y'all should know about this story because they make sure y'all know about the stuff that our people are doing, right? And they make sure that y'all know that the youth, the black youth, which we know is not just black people that's doing it, but they show that because that's what the media does. They want the people to think that it's just black people that's the boogeyman. They're out there causing all these problems, but we know it's everybody doing the smash and grabs and all that other stuff. You know, of course, you have these accounts on Twitter that like to try to, you know, make it seem like, oh, black people are the problems. Like, now we've seen some Asians, Hispanics, and white people out there too. Don't, you know, let's keep it real. But again, y'all should know about this because, you know, they're also saying, hey, if your home is wired by Wi-Fi, you might want to think about something that's a little bit more antiquated, right? Something that's not hooked up by Wi-Fi where criminals can jam them up and then you don't know, you know, maybe you're out to dinner with your family and they're rummaging through your stuff, taking your high-end items. So you might want to think about something that's not dependent upon the internet, like, I don't know, the old-fashioned way. A security company, like, they get the alarm that, hey, something is happening at your house, and then they call the police, you know, and then you find out about it. But there's another measure besides the Wi-Fi, right? I know a lot of people have that, and it's just kind of easier. You get the alert on your phone, but in this case with the jammers, you might not get that alert. The alert you might get is when you go in there and all your stuff is gone, right? So anyway, I thought that was something that y'all should know. It ain't just us. Of course, y'all know that, but I felt like I need to tell you that anyway. But before you leave, please make sure that you go to AfricanDiasporaNews.org and invest in our app because we have built it just for you so that you can get uncensored commentary, because on these platforms, we got to kind of censor ourselves if we want to continue to bring you guys the news that you need and the news you can use. So you'll thank me for that later. And in the meantime, please tell me what you think of this video and subscribe to the channel and my channel, The Demetra Kaye Show, here on YouTube.